Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I'll be doing the long-requested Yiheng Wang 4.75 world record fail average. So many of you guys have been requesting this average, and guys, if you have requests of your own, be sure to leave them in the comments below. But yeah, this average was so exciting. It ended up being cancelled by the WCA because of one Misscramble in the second scramble, which I'll explain later. But anyway, guys, let's just get straight into the breakdown. So, again, Yiheng does white cross only, as I explained in my breakdown of his 4.91 average, and he's also extremely efficient in his cross solutions, so let's see what he does here. Yiheng does white cross, and his cross pieces are here, 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 and here. Now, Yiheng does a really nice X cross here, because although this scramble does not look very nice off the bat, you can notice that this corner can be connected to its corresponding cross edge in just one move to make a block. And that block can be inserted back there, and then also sets up this edge. So what Yiheng does is he starts the cube from this angle, and then does a D to do that move that we talked about to set up these two, and then does a white R to insert this blue edge, so that optimizes execution as well. We insert the block at the back as planned, and here we have two more edges to solve. This cross edge and this corresponding F2L edge. We cannot just insert this cross edge straight away because of this, although we do make a pseudo pair. Which you can insert these two in the back as well. That's actually a free pseudo pair. I don't know if Yiheng noticed that. But anyway, what Yiheng did is he basically paired up this edge along with this center, and therefore we can insert all of these in just one move, like so, into the back. And there we have our X cross. Now Yiheng does a really nice multi-sliding here, because this corner and this edge, they can be set up in a really nice way that also sets up these two, like so. We just insert that, and then go back to insert this one. And now this last pair. Now here, he could have done winter variation, but he didn't. He just inserted the pair normally. And then into Olo. And then he does an alg that I don't use. Just that one. Alright. Now onto the second solve, which is the 476, which had the one Misscramble. But basically, this Misscramble is just off one move. Why? Because basically, I think the first move is like a D or a D prime, and then the scrambler did the opposite way. But that just one move Misscramble from the start only affects the AUF. So basically, Yiheng just does PLL and then does AUF. It only affects the AUF. So therefore, like, Misscramble or no Misscramble, it does not affect the time at all. But, you know, the WCA still counted that as a Misscramble. That's pretty tragic. But let's see how Yiheng approached the scramble. So Yiheng's going to do another white X cross, making use of this block over here, and the four cross edges here, 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 and here, and finally this corresponding F2L edge. So basically, what he'll do here is insert this edge, this block, and this edge together first. That will take out this F2L edge, and then we can insert that into the back later. So what he does is set up this one so that this edge can be inserted right now, but of course that would make this block really really bad. So we can just move the block over here, insert this one, and the reason we move the block over here is that we want to be able to take out this edge, so we just insert that, making this block, and also solving this edge. Now we can just solve that edge into the back, like so. And then we have our last cross edge right here. And very nicely, this also forms a pair. Yiheng could have done this, but I don't think he recognized that in inspection. So you just finish off the X cross normally, and then just solve this pair. Now he rotates to solve these two into the back. Also orienting edges, which is very nice. And now this last pair. He could have canceled like Felix did, I think, in his 429 official single. But he didn't. He just did this. And then here he fumbled a little bit to do the Olo, which is pretty tragic because he could have had a really nice cancellation, but he paused for there quite a bit. And then finally just F perm. Again, this Misscramble only affects the AUF after the F perm. And by the way, guys, this average is also like pure full step. I don't think that's a word, but anyway, basically every single solve is full step. That's pretty cool. So the next solve is a really nice solve, 449, that basically like gave him a pretty nice counting single for the average, and potentially secure him the world record average. And this solve is pretty straightforward, in fact, just pure CFOP. We have our cross spaces here, 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 and here. Insert these two, insert the third one. Now you can see this pair, and the fourth one. Just insert that pair into the back. Yiheng does this. And now this pair. Now here he pairs up these two. And at this point, this is a really nice point here. Basically, Yiheng noticed that you can solve all of these pairs in just 5 moves with a multi-slotting alg, which is very simple. Just doing this with R, U to R prime, and then canceling to that free pair at the back. So it will look like this. So, and then just all PL. Now, the fourth solve is a 499. And what Yiheng did here is really, really interesting. He did yellow cross, which he barely does, I mean. And what he did was something like this. So his cross pieces are here, 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 and here. And he's going to make an X cross out of this F2L edge and this corresponding corner right here. Now, what he's going to do, I've never really seen this kind of thing in my life. I was a bit confused at first. But basically what he did is do the X cross first, insert another free pair, and then finish off the last cross edge. So now as we can see, we can take these two out. To be inserted along with these two, and that also sets up solves this edge into the back slot. Now, Yiheng does this to solve this blue cross edge, and also basically putting this corner in a really nice position over this slot, and also pairing up this pair, which is really important. Now, his last cross edge we won't insert because we'll insert this corner to here first, and that will complete the block that corresponds to this one. D2 to finish that. And now insert this free pair in the back first, and then solve this last cross edge. Now here Yiheng could have done a pretty nice pseudo slot here, but he didn't do that. Instead, he just did this with keyhole, and then did the last pair like so. And now here Yiheng didn't do this, which is a nice choice because that would give diag, but instead he did this. Also, just for the solve to flow nicer, we saw that in Yiheng's 491 as well. And then finally, G prime to finish. So yeah, those were the first 4 solves of Yiheng's 475 world record fail average of 5. We're not breaking down the 5th solve because it's just a 751. Nobody cares about that. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something from Yiheng Solutions, and I'll see you in the next one.